Friends, I was recently in a dilemma. Some of my investments matured and I wasn't sure where to put that money next. This happens to so many people every single month when they get paid. If you don't have a plan for where your new money should go, it can lead to wasted opportunities, impulsive spending, or just money sitting idle while inflation eats away at it. I always have a system in place for my money, but this time I struggled. I wasn't prepared, and that's dangerous. That's exactly what happens when you don't have a structured paycheck routine as well. So, today, let's talk about 8 essential routines you must follow every time you get paid to ensure financial success. Towards the end of the video, I will also tell what I have done to my matured investments that I was not sure about and was under the dilemma for that. But before we dive in, let me quickly introduce myself. I am Wali Khan, and on this channel, I create content about personal finance, productivity, real estate, immigration, relocation, and much more. I also have an Urdu channel with over 85,000 subscribers where I cover similar topics, so feel free to check that out as well. I had earlier built a WhatsApp community with over 3,000 members, but as WhatsApp had some limitation in scalability, I now moved this community to Discord where we've organized groups based on shared interests like discussing real estate in the UAE, personal finance in general, simple stocks investing and ETFs investing as well, productivity, content creation, immigration, relocation, and much more. In addition, my newsletter now reaches more than 3,000 subscribers. You'll find links to these and more in the description below. Be sure to check them out. If you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps the channel, and I would be delighted if you subscribe it as well. If you have any thoughts or observations, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Now think about it. Every successful thing in life is based on a system. If you have a set wardrobe for your work, you don't waste time thinking about what to wear in the morning. If you plan your evenings in advance, you don't sit around wasting time. I talked about this scenario also in another video which was titled, I think, how to manage money like the 1%, something like that. You can search it out. Similarly, if you are driving in Dubai, you don't roam around aimlessly in traffic. You use Google Map to get to your destination effectively and efficiently, else you will be wasting a lot of time in traffic as well as money in the fuel. Similarly, your money needs direction. Without a system, every payday turns into a guessing game, and that's where people fall into financial traps. I have here 8 pointers that I follow myself when I get paycheck, and a lot of people who contact me for one-on-one coaching also find these points very helpful. You can customize these as per your needs, and do comment below which of these you are already following. So, first thing first, you need to make sure your emergency fund is topped up. Ideally, 3 to 6 months of expenses should be in high yielding savings account. For GCC expats, I suggest you to have at least 1 year's worth of emergency fund. This is your financial seatbelt. It protects you when unexpected expenses hits, like a sudden job loss, medical emergency, or just urgent home repair. Without an emergency fund, you may have to rely on high interest credit cards or loans, which can derail your financial progress. Prioritizing this ensures peace of mind and financial stability. Now, credit cards and personal loans often come with extremely high interest rates. The longer you carry the balance, the more money you lose. Before investing or making a big purchase, clear off high interest debt. Think of it as guaranteeing yourself a return. If your credit card has a 40% interest rate, paying it off is like earning a 40% return on your money. Create a debt repayment strategy. Either focus on the smallest debt first, that is also called as snowball method, or tackle the highest interest rate first, which is also called as avalanche method. I mean, both of these methods have their own pros and cons. Let me know in case you want me to make a video about these two methods of clearing the debt. Now, talking about upcoming expenses for the next 2 to 3 years. Some expenses are predictable, like tuition fee, weddings, or buying a new car. These should not be funded by risky investments. Instead, keep this money in a high yield savings account, money market fund, or fixed deposit where it's safe but still earning some interest. And now in the UAE, you can find a lot of options for both Sharia compliant options and conventional options. Like National Bond is a Sharia compliant option and Bank is a non Sharia compliant option. You can elect or choose any of these, or wherever you're living, you can have such kind of options available. A good rule of thumb is to separate these funds into labeled accounts so you don't accidentally spend them elsewhere. I use Vio Bank's saving space for getting fixed income as well as national bonds. Last year, I opened a UK bank account while being a UAE resident, and it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot in different activities I used to perform. Plus, it provides good interest rate in a British pound in case someone is interested. The link is in the description. You will get some referral bonus as well if you use my link to sign up. There are terms and condition apply. The bank's name is iFast Global Bank. I have been using this bank for the last almost 1 year now, and I've been a fan of the bank while being in the UAE. I can open an account there in the UK. So it is highly recommended from my side. Now, you should have a basket for the needs, and these are ideally less than 50% of your take home income. Your needs are non-negotiable expenses like rents, groceries, utilities, transportation, insurance, and essential bills. Ideally, these should take up no more than 50% of your income. If they exceed this, consider lifestyle adjustments, negotiating bills, or finding ways to increase your income. Tracking your expenses here will give you clarity on where your money is going and if adjustments are needed or not. Needs can also be categorized as fixed expenses, and these can be controlled with family's help if you take decisions and act as family unit. Now let's talk about wants. Your wants are to be funded by your fun money, like eating out, entertainment, shopping, travel, and gadgets, and so on. Enjoying life is important, but keeping this category under control. That wants don't overpower your financial goals. If you don't have immediate wants, redirect this money towards future big ticket desires like upgrading your car, taking an extended vacation, or investing more aggressively. Next comes the investments for the big goals like home or property. So, if you are planning to buy a home or property, the funds for this should be in a relatively safe investment that grows at the rate of inflation. Consider low risk options like REITs, fixed income funds, or bonds if your time frame is relatively short. The key is balancing growth with capital preservation so as to have enough liquid funds to help with down payments or other costs. I invest with the multiple different platforms for crowdfunding here in the UAE. One such platform is Prepco Block, where you can invest in fractional shares of the UAE properties and get rental return and a chance of having a property price appreciation as well. Link to this is available in the description of this video. If you open the account with this referral link, you will get 250 dirhams worth of referral bonus when you fund the account with at least 2000 dirhams. Number seven is my favorite because investing in stocks is something which has helped me a lot understanding in not only investments but also in general the markets. For long term wealth building, the stock market is a powerful tool. The earlier you start, the more time your money has with it to grow. Invest in broad market index fund or ETFs if you're not comfortable picking the stocks. A simple strategy like dollar cost averaging ensures you invest consistently. I suggest apps like Sarva or Baraka in case you want to invest in the stocks for a long term period. You can find full detailed videos about these platform in the cards here. In case you need to try short term trading, which I do not recommend to majority of people, but this app of Amana is great, which helps you to invest or trade in MENA stocks as well as US stocks as well as crypto, which actually I don't invest or trade at all. I'm talking about crypto. Uh, and this app is helpful because there is no fee involved while you're trading. I made a separate video on for this platform as well, which you can watch here in this card. In case you want to have account opened with any of these platforms, you will get up to $100 of referral bonus once you open the account. Terms and condition apply for each of the app, so do check that out. Now let's talk about personal development. Your skills and knowledge directly impact your earning potential. Set aside money for courses, books, mentorships, or conferences. High income skills like sales, negotiation, digital marketing, or coding can drastically improve your financial future. If you don't invest in yourself, you limit your growth. Make learning a habit and you'll always stay ahead in life. You can check the two recorded courses which are available on my website linked below, in which I discussed about wealth creation in the GCC region as well as being productive. Also, there is a cohort in collaboration with Nadeem and Hamad which we conduct on weekly basis under the umbrella of the Money Mindset Academy. You might want to check that out as well. The link to this as well is available as well in the description of this video. So these are the essential steps you need to follow every single payday. Without a system, money disappears before you even realize it. But with these structured steps, you ensure that every dollar you earn is working for you. And now about the investment that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. It was a mature term sukuk from National Bond, which was at 5% at that time when I invested in it. But now I can only get this at reinvested at 4.5% as the rate has gone recently down. In an ideal situation, I would have to invest this into an index fund, but because these funds have to be utilized in coming 5 to 6 months, I don't want them to be utilized there because of obvious reasons of the fluctuation of the market. So for now, I have invested them in national bonds with 4.5% returns on an annual basis, which I'm okay with, but not that great of a return. But as I'm only wanting this amount for the next 6 months to be invested, this is fine for me. So I make a lot of videos on this channel. I make videos about personal finance, productivity. I do a podcast on this channel as well. I recently made a video about an issue that was raised by one of my colleague at office. He talked about being 40 years old and nothing saved. I made a video about that. You can go check that out. Here's the link to the video. There are some easy investment opportunities that are available here in the UAE. I made a comprehensive video on that. Here is the link to the video. How did you like the video? Do let me know. Thanks a lot.